Before we get started with the Sales Integrity Podcast, if you haven't already signed up for our free video email course titled 7 Steps to Master the Game of Complex Technical Selling, then you'll want to do so right away. If you're listening on your phone, then simply text the word SI course to the number 44222 or visit mastercomplexsales.com. Again, text the word SI as in sales integrity, so SI course, which is all one word with no spacing at all, to the number 44222 or visit mastercomplexsales.com. Now let's get started with the podcast. Hello, sales achievers. Welcome to the Sales Integrity Podcast. I'm Sean Pickett, founder and CEO of Sales Integrity, a sales coaching services provider, and also the founder of my coach site, a coaching enablement software provider. This podcast is all about helping sales professionals, leaders, and organizations with a complex technical B2B sale to increase sales and earn more money, period. Today's theme, Mindset Monday. On Mondays, I will get you in the right mindset for the week with one thought that can help you improve your sales game and possibly challenge the old way of thinking with new innovative ideas to succeed in the real world of selling as it stands today. So get ready to get this week off to a great start with today's Mindset Monday topic. And with that, let's get today's episode rocking and rolling. Hello, sales achievers. Welcome to another Mindset Monday episode of the Sales Integrity Podcast. Today's topic, make your sales pop to achieve your goals. So let's dive right in. I launched my company, Sales Integrity, in 2004 to consult with technology company leaders and to coach their sales teams to help them achieve 3 goals. Number 1, turn around the ineffective performance of struggling sales reps. Number 2, shorten the ramp-up time associated with new sales hires. And number 3, increase organizational sales growth at a faster rate. Now, since our founding, my Sales Integrity certified sales coaches and I have coached thousands of salespeople in the complex technical B2B selling niche to work on one or more of these goals over the last 13 years. One observation we had while working with these sales teams is that the performance and results became very predictable, no matter which company we worked with, what size their sales force was, nor what they sold in terms of products and services. You could literally put the stack rankings on the wall for each company, and you would find the exact same thing. There were 2 people toggling in and out of the top 2 spots, with no one else even close to them in terms of sales results. You also had 2 people toggling in and out of the bottom 2 spots, and no one else performed as poorly as they did. And then you had the bulk of the sales force hovering above or below what I like to refer to as the line. Now, the line can be defined as quota, budget, target, goal, or whatever you call it at your organization. For some reason, most of these sales professionals, what we now refer to as common salespeople, could not break free from the middle of the pack to rise above and challenge those top performers. So as a result of this phenomenon, my team and I decided to conduct a study in 2009 to see if we could find a cure for the common salesperson. What we wanted to do is study the 2 specific groups, common salespeople on one hand versus top performers on the other hand, or what we now refer to as sales achievers as a result of this study. Of course, we weren't going to study the bottom performers because we already knew the obvious about them. They weren't a fit for a sales role at that company, or they weren't a fit for the sales profession in general. Now, my goal for this study was to get the answer to 2 questions. Number 1, what holds the common salesperson back from consistently achieving their goals? And number 2, what are the core competencies of the top sales achievers? My approach was to first diagnose the problem was this. We wanted to look at the inconsistent performance by studying the common salespeople. So that was the first part of the approach. Then I would prescribe the solution by studying the sales achievers' performance so I could bottle up what they do or how they think and operate differently and create a selling system based on our findings. It was an absolute fascinating study of mindset to see the stark contrast between the two groups. This is the origin of the Sales Achievement Framework selling system as it stands today. Of course, we update that selling system often with the latest selling strategies and tactics that are relevant for today's modern selling world, such as social selling techniques, for instance. But what we learned from the original study still holds true today as it relates to what sets sales achievers apart from their counterparts. So for today's episode, to keep it brief, we will focus on the first part of the study, which has more to do with mindset, and this is Mindset Monday after all, in terms of what held the common salesperson back from consistently achieving their sales and income goals. The good news is you won't have to wait long to learn what the top sales achievers did differently to far outperform their peers from a tactical perspective. We will cover the second half of the study on tomorrow's Technique Tuesday episode, as that has more to do with execution, while today's focus will be on mindset. So that leads us to this. What held the common salesperson back from consistently achieving and exceeding their sales targets, you might ask? We can learn the answer by looking at the mindset of the top sales achievers. There were 3 habits that top sales achievers consistently displayed that the common salespeople had not. Those habits were this: preparation, organization, and productivity. Let me repeat that. Preparation, organization, and productivity. This seemed too simple. Our research left us wondering if there was more to it. So we dug a little bit deeper and found the aha part of the equation, and that was this: one thing led to another, meaning preparation was the keystone habit for top sales achievers. It all starts with preparation. That is the number one mindset hack of all top sales achievers. After all, if you are prepared, then you tend to be organized. If you are organized, then you tend to be productive. In sales, if you are productive, then you tend to achieve and exceed your sales and income goals. You see, in the sales profession, if you are not prepared, then your strategy is to just fly by the seat of your pants without a plan. If you are not organized, then your mode of daily operation is to simply wing it. Think working hard instead of working smart, or simply appearing busy for the sake of being busy. And finally, if you are not productive, then that is best displayed through your behavior of simply mismanaging your time and being susceptible to the bright, shiny object syndrome. Meaning whatever pops up and catches your attention, you will redirect your focus to quickly for the time being until the next bright, shiny object pops up, and then rinse and repeat. Unfortunately, based on our study, this is how common salespeople operated on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And it was all because they weren't mindful of their habits, and specifically the keystone habit of preparation. A keystone habit, by the way, is a habit that affects all other habits, either positively or negatively. So preparing properly is a positive keystone habit. Conversely, not preparing at all is a negative keystone habit. Make sense? At Sales Integrity, we call this the Make Your Sales Pop principle. P equals preparation, O equals organization, P equals productivity, hence the title of this podcast, Make Your Sales Pop to Achieve Your Goals. Pretty simple, isn't it? This is an easy way to remember and consistently be mindful of practicing preparation as your keystone habit. By applying this approach as your mindset mantra, the consistent habit of preparation will increase both your competence and your confidence as a sales professional. And both of these traits are your greatest assets, since customers love to work with competent and confident sales professionals to guide them through their buying journey. There's a whole bunch more I could go into in terms of specifically what you should focus on, your preparation time on. However, we are out of time. So if you want to learn more about the detailed aspects of preparation for B2B tech sales professionals, then you should read an article I wrote and published on LinkedIn titled The Keystone Habit That Will Drive Your Best Sales Year Yet. I provide a list with some detail about 6 specific aspects of your sales game where you need to thoroughly prepare to put yourself in a better position to win. To access that article, you can go to linkedinsean.com, which takes you to all of my published articles on LinkedIn, and you will see that article there. Again, that's LinkedIn Sean, and I spell Sean the Irish way, SEAN. So LinkedInSean.com. The title of that article again is The Keystone Habit That Will Drive Your Best Sales Year Yet. And of course, that Keystone Habit is preparation. Okay, let's close out today's episode with some quick reminders. First, we recently launched 2 new B2B tech sales professional groups, one on LinkedIn and one on Facebook. Just search for B2B tech sales professionals on either LinkedIn or Facebook, or both if you want to join both groups, and join the conversation with your peers there. Second, if you haven't already subscribed to our free 7-day video email course titled 7 Steps to Master the Game of Complex Technical Selling, then you will definitely want to do so right away. You can do so by visiting mastercomplexsales.com or by texting the word SI course to the number 44222. Again, visit mastercomplexsales.com or text the word SI as in sales integrity, so SI course, all one word with no spacing. If you put a space between SI and course, you'll get an error message back. So make sure it's all one word, SI course, and text that to the number 44222. After subscribing, we will send you your first lesson via email right away, and then 1 lesson a day for the next 7 days. Third, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this podcast on iTunes or SoundCloud. Just search for the Sales Integrity Podcast with Sean Pickett, and it should pop up and allow you to subscribe on one of those 2 channels. After you subscribe, please provide a quick 5-star rating and a 1 to 2 sentence review to help others find the show. We are going to be published on Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and eventually iHeartRadio and other channels. However, we are a brand new podcast. This is week 2 here. So we're not on those channels just yet, but bear with us. We're going to get there soon, and we'll let you know what we do. And finally, please share the podcast with your colleagues and friends who would find it relevant. You can do so by going to salesintegrity.com and click the Sales Integrity Podcast menu link at the top of the page. All of the podcasts are there, and it provides you a way to click a button and share any episode, whether via email to individuals or if you want to blast it out to social media, there's some buttons on there as well if you're so inclined. We would appreciate that. So that will do it for today's episode. Now go out there in the sales world today and help your prospects and customers buy what they want, what they need, and what benefits them. And most importantly, go out there and make it a great day.